It's an absolute delight to be here today, and I'd like to begin by thanking all of my friends, all of our friends from Thai. I didn't even know that Thai existed 2 years ago. Now, not only do I know that they exist, but I feel like I'm in constant contact with Thai. I think I should become an entrepreneur just to join Thai. But I was, my friends from Coimbatore know that I had the privilege, and it was an absolute privilege to spend almost 3 full days with you, getting to know you, listening to your stories, your business pitches, and really just engaging with you from breakfast through dinner. And it was one of those rare delights where I can put a chunk of time aside and really get to know who you are and know what Thai is all about. Now, Seema, as you know, is our hero, and big thanks to Seema. Seema is again back escaping the hurricanes in South Florida, but Seema Chaturvedi is an inspiration for us all. She is one of the most... I just think the sensitivity, the depth of understanding, the expertise, she's got it all. How do you do it? Now, I will apologize. I'm going to use a small fragment of what I used on Thursday night when I was at Thai in Hyderabad, spending all my time with Thai, it seems. I am not an entrepreneur. I never aspired to be an entrepreneur. I never dreamt of being an entrepreneur, but I've known a lot of amazing entrepreneurs. Amazing people, particularly women, who have guided me and formulated my conceptualization of what entrepreneurship is all about. And I would like to share the 4 principles that my dear friend Tara Lemmy, who is a big entrepreneur in Silicon Valley, my age, which means she's been doing it for 30 years. She was a good buddy with Steve Jobs when Steve Jobs was crashing on her living room couch back in the day when they were in their early 20s. But most of what, this is really Tara's guidance. And she really, emphasized 4 basic principles of entrepreneurship. First, entrepreneurship is not about making money. Entrepreneurship is about belief in an idea, that you have an idea, whether it be a product or a service or anything, an idea that will make this world a better place. It will make our planet a more livable, wonderful place, our communities, our families, to make a better place, because entrepreneurs have to be driven by something bigger and greater than money. And Tara said that anybody who's in for it, first and foremost for the dollar, for the rupee, for the money, isn't truly an entrepreneur. It's the idealism. And that explains why you, and I respect you enormously, are willing to make enormous sacrifices. Sacrifices in terms of time, because entrepreneurs do not know the 9 to 5 clock. Entrepreneurs work day and night, weekends. And for women entrepreneurs like yourselves and like Tara, this is particularly difficult because you have, I hate to say this, but you have far more household responsibilities than the other gender. So let's just be honest about this. It's even harder for you to make the kind of commitment and sacrifices that you need to, because there are more familial expectations. So first is entrepreneurship is not about making money. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak-hearted. Now, I don't need to tell you that most entrepreneurial adventures, most startups end up in failure, way over 90%. You need to be dedicated to this idea. You need to be driven for your idea, and you need to realize that regardless of how much you believe in your idea and how much you struggle, still might not succeed. Entrepreneurship is a team sport. And I love this because you're going to hear the same story. My friend Tara told me that when she forms a startup, a team, let's say she needs a programmer, she needs a finance person, she needs a designer, she forms her team of 6, 7, 8 people. And you know what she does? She takes them whitewater rafting. And she takes them on Class 5, which are the most scary rapids. Those who've gone whitewater rafting know. She takes them and then she observes who is working for the team, who is struggling to keep themselves on the boat and worried about their own welfare, and who is primarily worried about keeping the whole team together and working as a team to keep the boat not upside down. We're going over. And the ones that are out for self-preservation don't make the team. And she is looking for people who are team players because entrepreneurship is a team sport. And then finally, the fourth of Tara's great, I suppose, guidelines or principles of entrepreneurship is not for the nonconformist. Entrepreneurs don't believe in structure, don't believe in hierarchy. Startups have virtually no hierarchy. Everybody is in it as an equal member of the team, according to Tara. And you have to voice your opinion, even if it's about something that's not in your domain. Voicing your opinion as a team player, not to get up on somebody else, but as a team player, voicing your opinion, expressing your disgruntlement. It's not respecting the hierarchy or the structure. Startups don't have hierarchies and structures. Now, I'm going to leave the discussion of the global entrepreneurship to my distinguished colleague, Mary Kay, our chargée d'affaires, but I do want to end with a quote. And it's a quote that I'm going it's by the Ghanaian scholar Dr. James Emmanuel Agre, who said, and you've probably heard this before, if you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate a family and a nation. Well, it doesn't take a lot to kind of to change that a little bit. And if you empower a man, you empower an individual. But if you empower a woman, you empower an entire community. And there's no better way to empower a woman than through entrepreneurship. I have to say I'm very proud of what you have done. I am inspired by you. I remember from our Coimbatore conversation, I have to share this because this is something which I think really rings true. So we were talking one day, this was back in, what was it, February or March? It was February. And we were talking, what are the greatest obstacles to women as entrepreneurs in India? I don't know if you remember this, Seema, but I'm going to share it. Because I had no idea. It wasn't the husband. It was the in-laws. He said, it's the mother-in-law, the father-in-law, the brother-in-law, the sister-in-law. The in-laws are the single greatest obstacle. And I remember you guys telling me this. And that has stuck with me amongst many other lessons I've learned from Coimbatore. But women entrepreneurs not only have to overcome societal constrictions and limitations, women entrepreneurs not only need to overcome the family obligations, but you also need to overcome your in-laws. What is amazing about all of you is that you've done it. I'm so honored to be in your presence because you have succeeded in overcoming the odds. Congratulations. In conclusion, I am going to make an announcement, which it's going to come out in the press, but we were so impressed with Thai. We were so impressed with you. We are so impressed with the work that you've done, the structure of the program, the seminars, the mentorship component, that we've decided to do it again. So we're not calling it Thai 2. We're not calling it AirSuite. I can't remember what we're calling it. But we are going to launch a second round with Thai. I'm very, very pleased that Thai is the winner of the grant. And that we will continue working with and hopefully using your expertise, your experience. You can work with the next generations of Thai woman entrepreneurs in Tier 2 cities. So, thank you very much.